coming! Living Waters presents On the Box.
Welcome to another edition of On the Box. We are feverishly taking notes because we have a lot to talk about today. Ray, how you doing?
Very good.
Oh, please.
No,
for the last couple of days,
I'm
you have not
humiliated.
been talkative.
I'm humiliated.
Why?
I came to work on my bike today, and I was really hot, so I undid my button to here, and I got hotter while I was biking, and I undid
Ray,
it to
it's
my
cold
navel.
and rainy outside.
I know, but I came around
Having
the corner,
hot flashes?
and then there's Cameron Boutel yelling at me to put my clothes on, and I'm never going to live that down.
Where is he anyways? He's roaming around the building.
He's on his cell phone somewhere, but
he's on the phone.
He's going to blog that.
He comes here to watch the show.
As he should.
And then he spends his time in the hallway on the phone as if he's some kind of big, popular, massive blogger, seminary student, future pastor. He's all those things,
He
isn't
is,
he?
yes.
Okay. Well, we have other guests with us. From Denmark, we have Karsten and Florence Jorgensen, along with their 4-year-old son, David. And we also have Grant Whitehead with the Salvation Army.
I know how to get people on camera. I'll keep a mirror here, and I can just go like that. So they can see the studio audience.
Okay.
All
right.
Backwards.
Mark is traveling somewhere to speak for 9 hours.
Where's he going to?
I'm not sure. Oregon. He went to Oregon.
Oh, no, there's a cold front coming down that's a big freezer. He's going to be away for 9 days. Seriously, it's 17 degrees going to be up in Big Bear.
17?
Yeah, I cancelled a trip up there.
Why?
Because I'm not going up there on that icy road. It's 3,000 drop on one side. The pastor said that's a good move. Very intelligent. Didn't I send you that clip of that car sliding across the other side getting hit by the 18-wheeler? Did you see that?
No, but we see those all the time.
I don't feel like going over a 3,000-foot cliff because
Ray,
of icy roads going uphill to Big Bear. So
Ray, are you ready to die?
Yeah, I'm ready to die.
Well, then go!
No!
I didn't mean it that way.
Now that's a good little YouTube clip. Are you ready to die? And go! Bam!
Tony's second in command for leadership. That's where his mind's at right now.
That's true.
There's no way. Okay. Hey, let's start with a really interesting question, Ray. See, you ready?
We'll find
have
out.
you seen that one? Okay, here we go.
You changed the question.
I didn't change it.
You did.
I did not
It
change
did
the
not
question.
say other worlds.
Well, look, because I had to say that, because if I just said the word aliens, you would mention other countries.
Yeah, I would have said, I do believe in aliens. They're coming across the border every day.
All right, here's the question. This comes from Trey. He's 11 years old. He wrote us and everything. So, Ray, we're going to do our very best to answer Trey's question. What do you say to someone who believes in aliens from other worlds?
Jesus was an alien from another world. He said, I came down to do the will of my Father. So, yeah, I do believe in an alien coming from another world. He created this world, came to the world didn't know him. But I don't believe in little green men.
Okay.
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 But
Wait,
there could be...
hold on. I'm seeing feet under the monitor. Is that Anita hiding behind the TV?
That's a little green, it's a
Those
little
are
green
alien
man.
feet.
Okay.
It's an
All right,
alien.
okay, so
yeah, there could be little green men on another planet. I don't know, and I don't care. Okay? There's a huge universe out there. Somewhere there could be someone who's not like us that God's created. I don't know.
well, Richard Dawkins and people like
Oh,
that
he believes.
believe
Yeah, he's a believer.
that
Yeah.
aliens came on the back of little crystals or something like that and floated down. I'm serious.
Yeah, I know.
I hear he's now an agnostic.
He's always been an
Well,
agnostic.
there are no atheists.
Yeah, but he's always admitted to that. He says he really doesn't know for sure. There could be flying unicorns.
Why are they making a big deal about it now?
That's news. I don't know.
You know, when people talk about, I'm sure you've gotten the objection, oh yeah, what about the unicorns? The Bible mentions unicorns. Have you ever gotten that?
Actually,
Unicorn, one horn, a rhinoceros.
Yes, there's about
Hello.
There's about 8 references in the King James Version to unicorn. And, just describe to me a zebra. It's a weird animal. Describe a giraffe or a kangaroo, which is a huge mouse with a pocket that hops everywhere. So why couldn't there be a horse with one horn like the rhinoceros? I got no trouble believing God created something like that. When you think about an elephant, look at the size of its nose. It's about 6-8 feet long.
Yeah, but if you look at the language, if you look at the Hebrew text, the actual Hebrew, the words that are used there are representative of a rhinoceros.
Okay.
Even the Latin, I mean, if there was, anyways, it would be take a long time to talk about. We don't have time for
Well,
that.
we wouldn't start a church on it.
We wouldn't start, no, we're not going to start the unicorn church. The Unicorn Unitarian First Universalist Church. Wow. Eddie, would you go to that church?
The Unicorn Church?
The Unicorn Unitarian Universalist Church.
Maybe if they made a good point.
I knew that was coming.
Man.
You know what? Getting back to the alien thing.
Yeah.
And first of all, I just want to say, yes, I am growing a beard.
Ooh.
Oh, you are?
I want to be like Ray Comfort.
That's just this morning's growth.
You know what? Actually, I'm not actually growing a beard. I'm just taking advantage of all the facial hair around here to be lazy and not shave. So that's what I'm doing.
Great.
So
More
anyway,
fuel for Ron.
Yes, Ron. Getting back to the alien question. I've actually encountered a few people on the street who brought that up. They asked me about aliens and stuff like that, and it's kind of a mark of our age. People are getting their information about metaphysical things and the afterlife and creation from all kinds of different sources. And so, there's a band of alien chasers out there, I guess. But, what I've done in the past is just listen to them. And, it's kind of like Ray, we don't really know for sure what's out there. Some people claim that there's absolutely nothing out there, but who cares is the main thing. What I've done in the past is ask the person, do you know that we've actually received a message from intelligent life beyond time and space?
Nice
and it's called the Bible, and then you just get back into it that way.
Very good. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right. Since Eddie's with us today, we're going to highlight Eddie yet a little more. Eddie recently went to a car show out in his area.
I saw this clip this
It was
morning.
great.
It had me shouting. I was just excited. Yeah.
Shouting for joy.
Shouting
I
at
was
me?
going, whoopee.
Did you say? I'm sorry. Did you say whoopee?
Yeah, in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whoopee.
It did sound like whoopee. It sounded.
Yeah, whippy in my mind.
What?
Yippee, yeah, whatever.
Oh.
I don't know what we say in New Zealand. It's been 23 years since I've been in New Zealand. I'm confused.
You need to go back and find out what they say.
Yes.
Let's go to the car show.
All right, we're here at the car show, and I got some of our Giant Money tracks. Last night I got a little stamp, and I stamped our church website in the track. There's a little space on a lot of our tracks to be able to do that. These are great at events like this, car shows or fairs, or any place where there's a whole lot of people gathering. You guys get your Giant Money? Here you go. You guys get your Giant Money?
Oh, I will.
Here you go. Get your Giant Money? All right. We're giving away money in the streets. Here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. Did you get your Giant Money? Here you go, sir. Here you go, sir. Go buy yourself another bag of popcorn with that big old $100 bill. Oh, here you go, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay. Here you go. Here you go, ma'am. Here you go, ma'am. Here you go. That's just for you.
Is that a Chevy Chevelle or is that a...
I don't know. Here you go, ma'am. Here you go, sir. No, thanks. Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Here you go. You want a big old $100 bill?
Thank you.
All right. Yes. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, sir. Here you go, ma'am.
I can do those.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Look.
Gotta keep the kids happy. Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Here you go, sir. Don't want you two to fight over those. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, you know it. Here you go. Yes, sir.
For a friend of mine?
Here you go,
Thank
buddy.
you so much.
Yep. Yes, yes, yes. All right, and that's how easy these things are to give out. And the great thing is they have a very big, long gospel message on the back. Got the church website there. Last one. Here you go. You get the last one. Come on now. Who would turn down the last one? What will I do? Here you go, sir. That's for you.
The Giant Money track are by far the easiest tracks to hand out.
You know why?
Bar none.
We have a shot of Anita.
You do not.
Oh, that's our We have a shot of Anita.
We finally
That's
caught
all
her
we
on
get.
video. We finally got her
Anita
on
the
video.
alien, just her arm.
That's funny.
All right, anyways.
So you know why they're so easy to give out?
Why?
Because every one you give out becomes an advertisement because people walk around like this.
This just in.
You know, so people come up and ask you for it.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold that on?
Well, and I was just going to give a quick pointer
Do it.
when handing these out. And he was handing them out like this, and they were still going like wildfire.
Yes.
I say open them up and let people see the full bill.
Wow.
And then they have an idea better idea as to what it is.
That's a good point.
And they take them even quicker. But Eddie,
great.
still an outstanding job.
Thank you for
We're throwing that over to the studio 2 or 3 miles away.
Thank you for unfolding that truth to us. You unfolded.
Man.
Actually, I kind of reminisce those days when I didn't have a beard. And right now, I want to do a contest. I want to do a contest, and that was last week. I want to do a contest in the chat room. I want you to vote. Do I shave it or do I leave it on? Because I don't really care either way. So go ahead. You guys are going to decide the future fate of my face for the next week at least. So that's it.
You know, now that would have been a great tease to send out, like on Twitter and Facebook. Come decide the fate of Eddie's face.
I would like it if it's 50-50 and he has to shave half off.
I got two shaves going on in the chat room.
Oh, those are probably women.
Leave it on. 2 shaves. All
right, okay.
Boys.
All right, let's go. A friend of mine.
I hope he gets shaved.
Who? Eddie?
Whoever calls upon the
The
name of the Lord
contest
should be
isn't that
shaved.
other people can shave me. It's that I
What
shave.
did you say?
I can't say.
Yeah, you did. You said it out loud. Whoever calls up the name of the Lord will be shaved. Ray Comfort, as Anita would say. Ray Comfort.
Is that the comfort edition of the...
Why?
That was quiet.
Okay.
Okay, here's the grumpy
Yeah.
question. I like this question.
A friend of mine was in a Dollar General, I'm assuming that's a store, singing
We like the dollar stores. Mark Spence and I used to go in the dollar stores, and he would keep going up to the attendant and say, "How much is this?" And they'd say $1. He said, "Well, what about this?" And they'd say $1, and he'd do it like 15 times until we got kicked out.
A friend of mine was in a Dollar General store singing a happy song. He ran into a grumpy person that told him that life is not happy and told him to stop singing.
It sounds like the Seven Dwarves have written to us.
My question is, how do you transition to the gospel when someone tells you to stop being so happy, or should you witness to them at all, being that they are in a bad mood and will automatically reject the gospel? Don't assume that grumpy people will reject the gospel.
Grumpy people may be grumpy because everything has gone wrong in their life and they're waiting around to die and they've seen the futility of the life and there's no he's just gone like Solomon in Ecclesiastes. He's just grumpy. And so when you witness to him, it might be an answer to prayer. I was getting a bit grumpy myself before I was a Christian. I was enjoying the pleasures of sin for a season, but I could see my big happiness bubble was going to burst one day. And I just thought the whole of life is futile. I was waiting for someone to witness to me. So witness to grumpy people, witness to happy people, witness to short, tall, whatever. Yeah. Whoever.
Just don't start with, "Oh, Mr. Grumpy Pants." And I share the gospel with you. Don't start that way.
Actually, you could address his grumpiness and say, "Look, I don't blame you for telling me to not sing. You've probably got nothing to sing about. Is your name written in heaven? Is that where you're going when you die? You know, what have you got to look forward to? Death. Stay grumpy. Might as well."
Go!
Stay grumpy, you grumpy person.
Eddie, how would you witness to Mr. Grumpy Pants?
I'd say, what are you so mad about? No, I don't know. I'd do what
You don't
Ray
know?
said.
Well, we're glad you're on the show today.
It would kind of be fun, but I don't know. I'd ask him, so, you're right. We shouldn't be happy all the time. There's a lot of sin in the world. And, if God was to show up at 12 o'clock and get rid of all the sinners, where would you be at 12:01? And then go from there. And that would make him even more grumpy, maybe. But I don't know. I have no idea what I'd say to him. I do what Ray did.
There is a
I'd show
precedent.
him my beard. Sorry.
There is a precedent.
You do what?
Show him your beard.
Show him his beard.
Boy. There is a precedent for singing around grumpy people. Remember that nasty Philippian jailer that thrust Paul into the prison and they sang hymns at night? So all he needs is an earthquake to just move things along a little.
Right.
You would sing to him.
It doesn't say that the jailer was grumpy.
Well, what do you think he was nice? He was a Roman jailer. He thrust Paul into prison.
Could
He
have been
didn't
a happy
say,
jailer.
"You're over there." He thrust him in. He is a nasty dude. Trained to be nasty. And so I wouldn't use the word grumpy, but, I
I'm
wouldn't
not
call him...
thinking that's going to be brought out
I
in the
wouldn't
Greek.
call him happy jailer.
Mr. Grumpy Pants?
But Paul and Silas sung hymns
They did.
around all the grumpy prisoners.
Yeah, and
which
songs.
is in the Greek.
Tony, now, when you were a jailer, were you a grumpy jailer or a happy jailer?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
Now, well, when I first got on the sheriff's department, I was not saved.
You're grumpy.
I was not a Christian, and I was trained really well to be grumpy. In fact,
Well, there you are. Grumpy jailer.
Prove it.
in
Next.
fact, one night, shortly before Christmas one year, I got on the intercom to the entire jail and sang, "I'll be home for Christmas.
You did? All the
You'll
prisoners?
still be in jail."
Oh,
You know, there
no
might
wonder
be
that-
some.
Yes,
There
I was-
might be
Better.
some.
I was popular.
Now, if you're a viewer out there and you remember that happening from your jail cell, please let us know because we really want to know that.
Shall we move on? This will make you grumpy, Ray.
I want to have. Do you think Paul is enjoying this? The guy in Britain, or was it Peter? The guy that wrote to us and
Grant?
says he can't. No, the guy that can't help but stop watching us.
Oh!
What was his name? We really care
I'm
about
going
him.
to see him when I go
You
there.
better remember his name, Grumpy.
I think his name was Michael.
Okay. No, it wasn't
You'll
Michael.
enjoy that we
No, I
forgot
think
his
it was
name.
Peter!
It was Peter.
Sorry, did that hurt?
Yeah. Peter, I hope you're watching.
Yes.
Hope you're enjoying the program.
Yes.
And don't be grumpy.
Yes. All right, this is going to make you grumpy.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Couple wins $3 million in wrongful birth suit. Would have aborted daughter with Down syndrome.
I can't figure the headline.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. An Oregon couple has won $3 million from a hospital because doctors there didn't diagnose their daughter's Down syndrome in the womb, making the couple miss their opportunity to have her killed by abortion. Can you imagine this precious little girl? There's a picture of her. Just a sweetie, just a precious little girl. Can you imagine her growing up knowing that her parents became rich because they won a lawsuit because they weren't allowed to kill her in the womb, because they didn't have the opportunity, because they didn't have all the information about her condition?
Wow. What a sick world.
Doesn't that
we
make you
live in.
angry?
Yeah, really. I'm angry inside.
Be angry on the outside, too.
No. Be
that's
angry
me.
and sin not.
Well, you can be angry on the outside and sin not.
Okay. Do it then.
I don't want to. Ariel and Deborah Levy argued that they would have ended the life of their daughter, Kalanit, I believe that's how it's pronounced, in the womb if Legacy Health Hospital in Portland had let them know of their daughter's disability before birth, the Oregonian reported on Friday. Kalanit, now 4 years old, has 2 older brothers.
Yeah, that's just sick.
But that's the world we live in. That is
Yeah.
the sick and depraved world that we live in.
Which we live
And there was a jury out there that gave them $3 million
Of whose money?
of the money.
Taxpayers' money.
Well, part of it probably, but
Where does it come
coming
from?
from this
Oh, from the
health
insurance thing.
organization.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if it's a state-funded or private health organization, but either way, a jury of their peers, just as depraved as the parents, said, yeah, you should get $3 million because you didn't have the opportunity to murder your baby. Eddie?
Now that's a precedent in the law, doesn't it?
this
Means
is
opens up doors.
stunningly wicked. You have 2 parents who have a child they now hate and think is worthless, other than the fact they made some cash offer. You have 12 jurors who agree with them. 12 jurors who are wicked enough to think that these people have gone through so much pain or whatever for having a Down syndrome child that they think the value of their pain is worth $3 million. I mean, think of all the parents out there who are working hard, loving their own Down syndrome children. This is just a total slam on them, just total offense to them. And now you also have a nation, or at least a state, that says, you know what, the way for me to make money is to take my insurance or the doctors or whoever to court because, I didn't have this perfect child. I mean, where's it going to stop? Down syndrome, cleft palate, wrong color of hair. What? I mean, it's horrible. This is a total reversal of Deuteronomy 25:1 that says, if there is a dispute between men and they come to court, that the judges may judge them and they justify the righteous and condemn the wicked. All right. In this case, you have the judges, giving the wicked righteousness, and in Isaiah 5:20 it says, woe to those who call evil good and good evil. Yeah. This is a great example of just the depravity and the wickedness that now is in so much of our legal system.
Yeah, and sadly we should expect this coming from the People's Republic of Oregon. So,
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. All right. Got this question in. I have struggled much on this year after year. That is, losing my voice when witnessing to strangers, either one-to-one or in small groups. How do you guys do it? I just got done watching They Did Not Expect to Die That Day, which is a video we're going to show a clip from. And the brother didn't lose his voice. A little did she know. I'm a little nervous and fear when starting witnessing, but it's when I get bold that I will lose my voice. Of course, I'm talking loud when witnessing, but the brother in the video talked loud and he did fine. How do you guys?
I've got a question.
The
Yes,
brother,
sir.
Is this a
a.k.a.
woman?
Tony.
Like you said, she.
I believe it's a woman
Why?
because I got the original email and I saw the name at the top of it.
Oh, well, that's a hint.
It was pink.
What was the name?
Okay, let's go to the video and
Let's see the
what
brother.
she's talking about. The brother on the video. Now.
You should come on soon.
Now.
How many of you are aware of what happened Saturday at the Utah-Colorado border that directly affected this school? Anybody? Show of hands? No? Carlos and Eddie? Carlos, who went to Warren High? Eddie, who went to Wilson High? Two young men who were excellent soccer players, who were awarded scholarships to Kansas Wesleyan University to finish out their scholastic career, to pursue their dreams of playing soccer and getting a college degree. Saturday morning, something happened that neither one of them anticipated. Neither one of them woke up on Saturday morning and said, I know what's going to happen to me today. Do you know what happened to Carlos and Eddie? They died. Tragically, two young men in the prime of life were killed in a tragic car accident near the Utah and Colorado border. And I didn't know those young men. I didn't know their hearts. I don't presume to know where they are today. But I can tell you one thing for certain, that they both had something in common. Carlos and Eddie, neither one of them planned to die Saturday morning on a highway around Utah and Colorado. And the one thing that shows us is a great universal truth. None of us know when our day will come. Tomorrow is uncertain. Many people say that there are two things certain in life, death and taxes. That's only half true, because people cheat on their taxes every single day. But we are all part of the ultimate statistic. 10 out of 10 people die. It's not a scare tactic, it's reality. 150,000 people die every day. Not too long ago, 250,000 people died in one day in Haiti. And they all had something in common. None of them planned to die in an earthquake that day. So what you're hearing today, as much applause and joking around is going on, may not be important to you now, but it will be someday. But you don't know when that day is going to come. None of you know when you're going to die and stand before God and give an account for your life. And it doesn't matter what you believe. What matters is whether or not what you believe is true. You can go into a courtroom, stand before a judge, and have the judge find you guilty of breaking the law, and look at the judge and say, Your Honor, I don't believe you're a judge. I don't believe I broke the law. I don't believe the jury found me guilty. I don't believe you're sending me to prison. I'm going home. How close to the courtroom door do you get before the bailiff tackles you and takes you to prison? It doesn't matter what you think about the judge or the law. What matters is what the judge thinks about you. And the Word of God is true. And it says that it's appointed once for a person to die, and after that comes the judgment.
All right, so you could
You did look buff there. Is the camera angle? What happened?
Well, the camera always adds about 20 pounds
It
to
does?
Yeah. So
Oh, good.
that was before I hurt my back. I haven't been able to work out in a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes 6 weeks to go back to normal. Do you know that? Muscle degenerates after 6 weeks.
Really?
Oh, I was buff when I used to do a lot of
What?
push-ups. Seriously, I had a six-pack, but you couldn't see it under the fat. It was there, I could feel it.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you replaced
waste
a
of time.
six-pack with a keg, or what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, Tony spoke we spoke for a couple of hours that day.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we've got to say their acoustics there are really good. There's a,
They are
there's
very
a wall.
nice.
There was no wind, so it was a good time. But yeah, your voice can last a long time. I feel sorry for you. Your voice gives out you tried lemon and honey? Sucking on a lemon and honey thing could help? I don't know. What do you
Well,
suggest?
one thing, you don't want to drink any cold water before you speak because that will numb your vocal cords and you can strain them. You won't realize that you're doing it. It's good to do some abdominal exercises so you can get a six-pack like Ray's. And,
like I had
like you had.
6 weeks ago. It's gone.
Help with the diaphragm, strengthening those muscles in the area. But you know what? My voice it really isn't as strong as it used to be because it's true.
You do have a naturally strong voice.
I know, but it's not as strong as it once was because
None of us are.
I over-preached one day and I actually ruptured a vocal cord. And
really?
the voice has never completely come back. And that was about a year before that video was done. So, but you know what? Not everybody has a big voice. You may never have a big voice.
People have asked me why my voice is so strong when I open a preach. I had 3 kids. That helped.
Sue had 3 kids.
Yeah, but she didn't yell at them like I did all the time.
Okay,
It's an exercise for the voice.
You know, it also helps to have a higher register voice too. Mine's low, and
Excuse me, what are you saying?
Well, I didn't say you were a squeaky Minnie Mouse. I didn't say that.
Felt like
but
it.
your voice is higher than mine, and higher register voices carry farther than lower register voices. So a loud woman, it could project further than I.
What did you just call Ray?
Loud woman?
Well, when Anita used to preach quite a bit, she was a loud woman. She's still a loud woman because she's popping off behind the TV right now. But, being said,
I agree with everything you guys are saying.
hey, we just received word that the 180 Facebook page now has 180,000 likes.
That's 180.
That's 180.
I like
That's
that.
right.
That's good
180,000
news.
likes on the 180 Facebook page. You should
Praise
go to
the Lord.
Facebook and like it if you
That's a
haven't
big
liked it
deal
already.
because
It
they're
is a
marked
big
that they
deal.
like it on their own site.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So
found
you
that out.
really know your way around.
Oh, yeah, social
The
media
internet.
genius.
So, okay, Ray, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. What are you going to do about it?
Preach on
Well,
Noah.
no, it always seems like when
I'm
you
changing my sermon to preaching on Noah. Yeah, I'm praying the
No,
rain
you
stops
aren't.
for us to preach at Hunting the Beach.
Yeah.
Happened last time.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to go out to Santa Monica, too. Mm-hmm. I am.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't get your umbrella out.
Umbrella, what?
A guy used to come with me regularly to Santa Monica and was going to rain. He'd bring his umbrella. I'd say, what do you bring your Thomas for? Don't bring your Thomas. That's unbelief, so I called it Thomas, the umbrella.
And what if... Never mind. I'm not
It did rain once, and we just ate pizza and had a great time. Got this massive pizza. Had
That
a
was
good
the
time.
woman that,
Yes, it
that
was.
security tried to take her
With
away.
the open air voice.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a very memorable
Oh, look at Danny
night.
saying bye-bye. Can we get one more shot of the bunker cam? It's so good to have the guys in the bunker.
And Anita.
Hurry, we're out of time. Ray's going to get mad. Hurry. There we
There's
go.
Anita.
The boys and the hand in the bunker. All right. Until Monday, be encouraged, strengthened, and unafraid. Proclaim the gospel. See you next week.
You're full of it!
Living Waters presents On the Box.